2 Fridays ago, I sat down at my kitchen table with a cold coffee, a laptop, and exactly one goal: make $1,000 before Monday. No audience, no followers, no product sitting on a shelf. Just me, an AI, and a weekend most people waste scrolling. My Sunday night, I'd done it. Not from ads, not from some channel YouTube took 8 months to monetize, not from a course I sold you. Real money from real people for real work. And the only employee I hired was Claude. Now, before you roll your eyes and go, here we go, another Make Money with Claude AI video, just hang with me for 60 seconds, because I'm going to walk you through the exact 5 steps I ran, in order, and you could literally start step 1 tonight. And fair warning, step 5 is the one almost nobody does, and it's the difference between making $1,000 once and making it every single weekend. So actually stick around for that. Let's get into it.
Why this actually works. Read this first. Here's the thing nobody tells you. You don't make money with AI by asking it to make you money. That's like walking up to a hammer and asking it to build you a house. The hammer is not the magic. What you build with it is. So forget the fantasy of an AI that prints cash while you sleep. What Claude actually does is collapse time. Work that used to take a skilled freelancer 8 hours, you can now deliver in 90 minutes. And people, businesses, busy owners, they will happily pay you for the result because they don't care that an AI helped you. They care that their problem is gone. That's the whole game. You're not selling AI, you're selling speed. Read that again. Step 1. Pick the one thing people already pay for. This is where 90% of people blow it. They get an AI tool and immediately try to invent something clever. Some app, some genius idea, something the world has never seen. And 3 hours later, they've got nothing but a headache and 17 browser tabs. Don't invent demand. Go where the money is already moving. The fastest weekend money with Claude comes from 3 boring, proven services. 1. Writing. Sales pages, email sequences, product descriptions, blog content. Businesses pay for this every single day. 2. Simple build work, landing pages, lead capture forms, basic websites. 3. Automation and setup, helping a local business put together a chatbot, an FAQ system, a follow-up flow. Pick one, just one, the one that scares you least. And here's why this matters. When you pick something people already buy, you're not convincing anyone of anything. You're just raising your hand and saying, I do the thing you already wanted. That's a totally different conversation than, let me explain my revolutionary idea. One closes in a weekend. The other dies in your notes app. I picked writing, specifically sales emails for small businesses, because every business owner on earth knows their email game is weak, and most of them hate doing it.
Step 2. Find buyers who already have their wallet out. You don't need 1,000 followers. You need 3 people with a problem and a credit card. That's it. There are buyers sitting in plain sight this weekend. Freelance marketplaces, where people are actively searching for exactly your service right now, money ready. Local business groups on Facebook, where owners post, does anyone do X, almost daily. And the most slept on one? Direct outreach. You message 10 local businesses whose websites or emails are clearly weak, and you offer to fix one thing. Now, I know what you're typing in the comments. Bro, cold outreach is dead, nobody replies. Bestie, sit down for a second. The reason nobody replies to outreach is that everyone sends the same lazy, hi, I do marketing, want help? Copy-paste garbage. You're not going to do that. Because in step 3, Claude is going to write you outreach so specific, it sounds like you spent an hour researching their business. You didn't. You spent 90 seconds. The math here is gentle. You don't need to go viral. You need a handful of yeses. Land 2 jobs at $500 each, or 4 jobs at $250, or 1 bigger job, and you're at the number. Your results will obviously depend on your niche and how many people you talk to. But the point is, the bar is way lower than your brain thinks it is. Step 3, let Claude do the heavy lifting. This is where the magic compounds, and it happens in 2 places, not 1. First, Claude writes your pitch. You open it up and you tell it in plain words. Write me a short, friendly outreach message to a local gym owner. I help businesses fix their email follow-up. Make it sound human. Mention one specific thing a gym might struggle with, and keep it under 5 sentences. No hype, no please buy for me energy. What it hands back isn't robotic. It's a message that sounds like a real person who actually gets their business. You tweak 1 or 2 words so it sounds like you, and you send it. Then you do that 10 more times, each one tailored to a different business, in the time it takes you to make a sandwich. Second, and this is the part that feels almost unfair, Claude delivers the actual work. Once someone says yes, you feed it the details. Write a 5-email welcome sequence for a yoga studio. Warm, encouraging tone, soft call to book a class at the end of each one. Here's what they offer. And it builds the whole thing in one go. Now here's the part you cannot skip, because this is what separates the people who get 5-star reviews from the people who get refund requests. You read it. Actually read it, top to bottom. You change the lines that sound generic. You add the specific detail only a human would know. You are still the one with taste. Claude is the writer's room, but you're the director who decides what actually airs. Think of it like this. Anyone can be handed a Michelin star recipe. The person who reads it, tastes as they go, and adjusts the seasoning is the one who serves something people pay for. The person who dumps the ingredients in a bowl and walks away is serving cereal with hot sauce. Same recipe, completely different result.
Step 4. Price it so the number actually happens. Most beginners undercharge so badly it's almost self-sabotage. They'll do an entire email sequence for $40 because they're scared to ask for more, then wonder why they can't hit 1,000 without working 100 hours. Here's the reframe. You are not charging for the hour it took you. You're charging for the result the client keeps. A good email sequence might make that yoga studio money for the next 2 years. That's not a $40 thing. That's a few $100 thing, easily. So price per outcome, not per hour. A sales email sequence, a landing page, a content package. These can each be priced in the $250 to $500 range for a small business, depending on your market and how confident you sound. Stack 2 or 3 of those across a weekend, and the $1,000 number stops being a fantasy and starts being basic arithmetic. And one quiet trick that builds instant trust. Be honest about what you don't do. When you tell a client, look, this sequence will help your follow-up, but it won't fix your offer if the offer's weak, their brain does something beautiful. It goes, this person isn't just trying to take my money, they're actually thinking about my business. Honesty closes deals that hype never will. People can smell a desperate pitch from a mile away, and they can smell a straight shooter just as fast. Step 5. Turn the weekend into a machine. Okay, this is the one I promised you, the step almost nobody does. Most people make their first 1,000 and then stop. They treat it like a one-time lottery ticket. They got the win, they celebrated, and Monday they went back to scrolling. The people who actually change their situation do the opposite. After that first weekend, you've got something most beginners never get. Proof. You have real work you delivered and real people who paid you. So you do 3 things. You ask every happy client for a short testimonial. That single sentence becomes the thing that makes the next 10 clients say yes faster. You save your best Claude prompts, the exact ones that produce the work people loved. So next weekend, you're not starting from zero. You're starting from a system, and you raise your price slightly each time the demand shows up, because quality compounds, and so should what you charge.
This is the part that flips it from a hustle into an actual income stream. The first weekend, you're trading effort for proof. Every weekend after, you're trading a system for money, and the system gets faster every single time. That's how a one-time $1,000 becomes a repeatable one, not by working harder, by never throwing away what worked. The part that matters most. Let me zoom out, because I don't just want you to copy my weekend. I want you to understand the game so you can run it forever, with any service, in any niche. Here's what's actually true right now. The barrier that used to stop people, you needed years of skill to deliver professional work. That barrier just quietly collapsed. Claude handles the execution. You handle the part that still belongs to a human, picking the offer, finding the people, having the taste to know what's good, and being honest enough that they come back. That window is open right now because most people still think AI is a toy. They're asking it to write bad poems, while you could be using it to deliver real work to real businesses this weekend. That gap won't last. Once everyone catches on, the easy wins get harder. The people who move now are the ones who have a system running, while everyone else is still thinking about starting maybe in January. So here's your move. Tonight, pick your one service. Tomorrow, message 10 people. This weekend, let Claude help you deliver, and read it before you send it. That's the whole playbook. Because the truth nobody says out loud is simple. The AI was never the thing that makes you money. You are. Claude just makes you faster than you've ever been. So stop waiting for permission to start. Go build your weekend.